think I've ever gone live on YouTube. This is weird. I don't think I've ever gone live ever. And I guess I'm just talking to myself, so that's okay. I decided today that I wanted to make some pants. My studio portion over here is a fucking mess. I probably should have cleaned it up first, but also I'm tired of like social media making us feel like we have to present the illusion of everything being perfect. So y'all gonna watch me, I guess. Or whoever's gonna be on here is gonna see me clean before I start, and then that's what's gonna be. So I'm gonna make me some pants today. I have nothing set up. I'm not wearing any foundation. I'm not wearing any makeup. None of that, because why should I have to? So this is my little sewing table. It has all of my unfinished fabrics and shit on here, so I'm just gonna clear all this shit off and we're gonna start. So what am I working on? So right now I'm working on, I'm trying to do like a presentation of my portfolio in an artistic way that I'm gonna premiere in January. So right now everything that I make between now and the end of the year are going to be garments that go towards the presentation. So I made a pair of pants the other day. Let me show y'all. It's funny because I keep saying let me show y'all, and you guys, ain't nobody on here but me, baby. But that's okay. Hopefully maybe in the future, you know, people will want to come back and watch it. So anyway, I made these pants. These are called the Latterman pants in pastel. It's a wide leg pant and it has like this V cut in the front. This shoestring is a temporary situation because actually the lace is going to be these chains. And initially I was thinking like I wanted my signature closure for the pants to be like this little flap, but it didn't really translate to being both for men and women. So one of my friends pointed out like she doesn't know if women are going to be wanting to wear something like that, and I was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. So I feel like this one is going to be more balanced, and it's missing actually the back piece. It's supposed to be another piece of fabric right here, so just ignore that. But I think the way that I make these and how I present it and how I style it, I think it'll definitely be good for both men and women. But anyway, all that to say is that this is what I'm making today, like this exact garment. I'm just making it in a different size. This is a 32. I need to make it in a 28. And then I think I'm going to make a pink version at the same time in the same style, just a different color, in that same size, 28. So let's get started, baby. There's a lot of shit on here right now, and I actually just turned around and I felt really overwhelmed. But I'm gonna take it one little piece at a time, especially since all this stuff is patterns that I haven't transferred onto this manila paper. So I'm just gonna triple them all and just throw them over here onto this little platform. And I don't even know, am I even allowed to play music while I'm on live? Is it gonna like demonetize my my video? Is it gonna be weird if I sit here and I make these pants on live and it's just me in silence? Because I'm not gonna be talking like this the whole way through. Maybe I'll explain some things here and there, but who wants to be doing that? So I don't really know. But also, my goal isn't really to monetize either, so I guess I have to figure out what I care more about, which isn't the monetization right now. I just want people to know who I am and what I do and what I have to offer as far as my designs. So I probably will plug in my computer to this monitor, speakers, and play some music. But that's after I figure out this situation right here. Do you like my view? Downtown LA. Anyway, let me stop bullshitting and get rid of all this stuff that I do not need, baby. This is too much. Too much. Okay. I do need to follow a template that I have. I just have to figure out where the fuck I put it. Oh wait, this is one of the templates. That's great. So this is the front template. These are all pieces. Damn, I need a better organization skills. Why did I just dump all this shit on here? My problem is everything I do, I be like, oh, that's a problem for later. And now it's later and it's a fucking problem. But you know what? We gonna push through, baby. That's all we can really do. There's a piece, a pocket. I don't even know what the fuck. Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna stop talking now. Bro, I've been looking for this damn sage bowl. This is the bowl I used to burn my sage, which I guess that was obvious, but whatever. Where is the trash can? Okay, I got my trash can. Wow. Last project. All this shit is in my way. Okay, I'm overwhelmed again. Got shit up here I shouldn't even have. Why the fuck is this deodorant up here? Zippers and things. We'll be needing this. Like, what the fuck? No polish? Template, so I need this for later. Right there. This right now. Oh, these are my rings from the damn. I went to this damn Coco Jones concert, and I got home. And I was fucking fried, so I just threw all my jewelry on this fucking table, all my rings and necklaces and chains and shit that I was wearing. That fucking concert was everything. That's a talented girl right there. Miss Coco Jones. I think she should play a Disney princess. Coco Jones as a Disney princess baby. We need that. I need that in my life. Who would she play though? I don't really know Disney princesses like that, but just immediately in my mind, I think of the black girl, but she be wearing green. It's Princess Diana or something with the frog or something. Tiana. There we go. However, Coco is kind of tall, so I don't know how that would work, but needless to say, that baby should be a Disney princess for sure. Okay, we're almost done cleaning and figuring out what the fuck I need for this. Also, I do have 2 dogs. I have Sasha and Samuel. Sammy and Sasha. You guys probably will hear them, because this is my home studio and they are out in the living room, so when they want to make themselves known and heard, that's one thing they gonna do, just make sure they fucking heard. Okay, yes, we are getting there. We are getting there. Chuck this onto the platform. I wish I could burn some sage right now, but I don't want my fabric smelling like sage. Not very professional. Okay. Get rid of this here. Scissors. Where's my fucking chopstick? Man, it's crazy how much like fabric dust you end up with after you're done like working on a project and doing all the cutting and sewing and shit. Wipes and things. I wonder if I should turn the camera sideways. I won't be doing that. I need to plug this bad bitch in. Plug this here charger. Yes. There we go. Yes, great. There we go. Yes. Now I got the full table up. Let's see if I can take this thing up a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna move this mirror though, because I don't like the thought of you guys seeing me through the mirror. That's freaking me out. It's weird. So let's move this, shall we? Oh yeah, so speaking of my babies, my little dogs, I got me a Doberman puppy. Well, she's one now, but oh my gosh, today's her birthday. May 1st? Today's the 1st? Tomorrow's the 1st. When was the 1st? Oh my goodness. I was so caught up in this shit. I need to make my baby a cake. Yeah, Sashi turns 1 on May 1st. And Sammy is 7 years old. He is a Shorkie, a tan Shih Tzu Yorkie. Sasha is black. A black Dobie. And what's that saying? Can't live with him, can't live without him. That's definitely how I feel. So, and that baby giving me hell, boy. Sammy don't like having another dog in the house. I mean, he's warming up to her, but he's still like, who the fuck are you? Why are you in my space? He gets real defensive. And Sasha she's a puppy, so she don't know shit about nothing. She does a lot of nibbling and biting on people when she wants to play. A lot of jumping with her big ass. She's like full size now. Or at least almost. My trash can! It's too far away from me. Okay. Okay, so I printed out. Oh shit, where did I put my pattern? I can't find nothing in this damn house. Oh my goodness. Where did I put it? Hold on now. Maybe it's in the living room. I'm not sure. Do me a favor. Where the fuck is my pattern? If I can't find it, I can't do a damn thing. Okay, let me start freaking out and think. Because I bought a planner. I came. Where did I put it? Probably. Well, if I put it where I'm supposed to be putting it, I'd find it right now. Are you down? I found it. Okay, so I went to Staples. I mean, not Staples. Well, I didn't go to Staples, but I had this. So basically, I printed out. Helicopters be throwing me off sometimes. So I printed out a basic block for pants, right? And so I'm gonna use that and widen it, scale it to size, add my design pieces to it, cut it out, blah blah, and then cut it out of the fabric. So, and then I went to Staples. I usually go to Staples or FedEx to print. FedEx is more expensive than Staples, but they do price match. So I just go online, put in what I want to print onto Staples, screenshot the price, take it to FedEx, be like, hey, this is the price at Staples, and they give me that price, and then boom. So that's what I'll be doing today. Okay, so what did I just say? Okay, so I need the. What the fuck is wrong with my brain all of a sudden? I need the the legs and the waistband. That's what that's what I'm using out of this pattern. The legs and the waistband. See all this shit right here. I need like a mini table. Well, you can't see it, but I have a lot of shit right here, so it's cutting off the table, so I can't push the pattern all the way up. It's okay. I'm gonna work with what I got. I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got. Oh! Okay. Wait, why is this waistband by itself? Am I tripping? Oh, I'm tripping. Never mind. Okay. I do also make and sell custom patterns, but this is not one of those. Trying to glide my scissors, it never works. This is a little chaotic. Size 28, 28, 29. Okay, so I had the basic pattern block, right? And I don't cut out my patterns from the graded pattern sheet, basically because like, what if I want to use it again for something else, right? So that's why every time I have a new silhouette or a new garment, if it's not a style that I've done before in that size, I trace it, basically is all I'm trying to say. And then I keep this big piece intact so that I can refer back to it next time I need it for something else. And then I think after I'm done tracing this, then I'll plug in my computer and play some music. Maybe. I'm kind of enjoying talking to myself and just speaking the process out loud and just listening to the sounds of the city. It's kind of peaceful. I don't know what the purpose of me making this or doing this live video is. Can y'all even see me? It's kind of dark now. I'm not really sure what the purpose is. And I guess it doesn't have to have a purpose. Even if I just do this just to talk to myself, that's fine. I just need something to look back on, at least for myself, just so I can feel like I've gotten somewhere. I remember I was talking to my girl the other day and I was like, bro, we're about to be 6 months into the year and I feel like I have nothing to show for it. And at the end of the year, let's say I do something like this once a week, because I sell garments every week. If I did this, every time I made a garment or did a pattern or something, at least I feel like I'd have some progress to look back on. And I could do this for hours. I don't care if this live turns out to be 4 hours long, 8 hours long. I can care less. I don't care. It's not really about, I don't know, I'm not trying to do this as like, oh, you know, I'm a content creator and I just want to capture my journey. And I want people to get to know me in that way, if they want to or if they decide to or whatever they're interested. I feel like this is a good way for me to just kind of personalize what I post and show people what I do. Because everything is just always so edited and perfect and clean. And I feel like it gives the illusion of like, oh, you know, this person must be really, really successful or put together. And no, that's not really the case, at least not for me. Everything just looks super polished because we edit it and perfect. And right now, I'm not making no money from doing this. I've been doing this for 9 years, but I'm choosing. That's because a lot of times for me, that was the choice. I'm choosing not to sell. I might go into selling in a couple months and break that cycle that I've had for the past, 6 years? Because I was selling for like the first 3 years, but I've been focused on perfecting my garments, the sizing, the fit, the design quality, the fabric quality, all of that. Getting to know what the ins and outs of the process is like, instead of just paying people to do all the things, because so far every time I pay people, it never comes out the way that I need it to. And if I can give better instructions or more detailed instructions, or at least do some of the things myself, at least I know that my end product will be of the quality that I'm expecting. And right now that's really important to me, because I can't be selling out. I mean, I can't be selling garments and people are telling me like, oh, I washed this and this happened, or it doesn't fit, or blah blah blah. No, I consider myself to be a luxury streetwear designer, and eventually I don't want to be put in a box of streetwear. And even though I feel like I'm putting myself in that box, but when people see my garments, that's the first thing they think is streetwear, which there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to be put in a box, basically is all I'm trying to say. But for now, it's okay. I'm just going to continue to call myself a luxury streetwear designer, because at the end of the day, that's really what I am. But like I said, I can't call myself a luxury designer or an architect of garments if the quality is not up to par. And I definitely consider myself to be an architect of garments. I mean, any designer really is, but that's what I like to call myself, and that's what I'm going to stick to. So, all that to say is 2 things, right? One, these videos is just for me to document my process, have something to look back on, to show people who I am, what I do, and just I guess it'd be nice if that could help me also build a community of people who support me and I think for me also, I'm not mad at that, but yeah, when I finish this collection that's for my my portfolio at the end of the year, what am I trying to say? Basically, I'm not really selling right now, but I'm hoping for that to change, is all I'm trying to say. And actually, let me put my phone on airplane mode, because I don't want to get no phone calls. Is that going to cut the live off? Let me see. I'm getting fucking Instagram notifications and shit. Let me change this. Oh, I'm already on airplane mode. That's great. Okay. But yeah, I'm not selling right now, but when I finish perfecting the fit of this specific wide leg pant, I probably will put them on my website and sell them. So yes. Anyway, but also my garments aren't cheap. When I put this on my website, it's probably going to be listed for like $500, because one, I'm like, actually I don't really want to get into that right now. I'll talk about that later. I'm gonna finish talking now because I feel like I'm rambling. So goodbye. Also, I just got that from my girlfriend. I just realized she says that a lot. She'd be like, "Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. Goodbye." And I just said that for the first time, so I just think that's kind of cute. Which she needs to stop doing that. I like hearing her talk. She's kind of funny, bro. She's hilarious, actually. I don't know why I said Connie. She's fucking hilarious. One day, hopefully, y'all will. Actually, no, never mind. Okay, I'm done talking. Boom. This is the back. And because I have to widen this, I'm not going to put it too close to the front, so I'm going to scoot the paper all the way down. So I also have to widen the front. Yes. Actually, maybe not all the way, because I do have to do the waistband. Actually, no, that's good. That's good. That's great. Oh, I have a lot of space. That's good. Okay. The front. Huh. Done. Okay, I got the front and I got the back. So I'm done with this for now. I do have to do the waistband, but I can just do that myself. Okay, so the last time I made these pants, I did it in a size 32, and I'm pretty sure that I widened both the front and the back by 1 inch. But I just want to double check it and make sure. So, actually, this isn't even the original. Where's the original? This is the second copy. Let's go find the original. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so these are the originals. And let me see if I can show you, right? So, I don't know if you can, no, you can't see because of the fucking shadow. Anyway, all I'm trying to show you is that I did the same thing with the 32. All I did was I traced out the initial block and then I widened it on each side as far as the side seam and the inseam by an inch, and then I made it longer by I think like 3 inches because I wanted it to be like an extra long wide leg pant. So this is the size 32. I'm about to do the same thing with the size 28. And what I'm gonna do with these pants, I have a male model coming to my home studio next week to model the size 32, and then I have another female model coming to do the size 28. So they're also going to be my fit models. So once I see how it fits on them, if I like the way it fits, then my goal is to have 4 male models and 4 female models come to my house this month to do photo shoots for both garments in both sizes. And then every month I'll probably do maybe like 2 garments at a time. Just so I can get, you know, my content out there, because it's cool to have like the garments. I have a full rack of garments, but I like being able to show them on different people. And that's kind of something I've been struggling with, and I just figured out how to do it consistently. So I'm hoping that this kind of translates to my Instagram, my YouTube, my brand page, and my website, being able to just have all of my garments on different people, different sizes. One of the female models that I have coming, she's a size 40. One of the male models that I have coming, he's a size 38. I think I have someone that's a size 44. And so I want to be able to cater to all the different sizes, but I want people to be able to see what my garments look like on all shapes and sizes, body types, whatever, you know? So this is like, all that to say is I think this is a really good plan, something that I can finally feel like I can stick to, that doesn't feel like it's draining me, and it just kind of seamlessly flows into my life, my branding, my scheduling, and all that. So back to this. I already finished tracing out the front and the back, so I'm just gonna widen it and make it longer, and then go from there. And then actually, I'll just show you guys after that how I do all of my paneling designs and stuff. I'm really interested to see what it's gonna be like when people start fucking watching my lives, because right now I think it's just me talking to myself, which I don't fucking mind. I don't really care. But maybe 2 years from now, my channel will have like 100,000 fucking subscribers, and people will come back to these lives and they'll watch it. I don't know, but it's kind of fun, and it's like I don't feel so much pressure. Imagine if I had a big channel and there was like 1,000 people watching me right now. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of reminds me of like live TV news anchors and shit. I don't know how the fuck they do that. I'd be like, I don't know. I feel stuck. Anyway. Alright. This is 1 inch. 1 inch. Okay. And also, I want to say I just want to talk about how important it is to do fittings. When I was like, even just maybe like 3 years ago, I would hear about, you know, the process of making garments and the samplings, and how they'd be like, oh yeah, you know, you design a garment, you do a sample, then you do a fitting, then you change the sample to get it to fit, blah blah, and then basically they say you do that maybe like anywhere between 3 and maybe like 6 times for one garment to make sure that it fits. And I just recently learned the importance of that, because I had some pants, like some fur pants, and for whatever reason I couldn't figure out why every time I made it, the back was really low, and I just like talked to a pattern maker and I figured out how to fix it. But I almost sent that garment to production because I wanted to sell it to some boutiques. If I would have sent that shit to boutiques and it didn't fit right, I'd lose all that fucking money. They'd be sending that shit back. Like, bro, this shit don't fit the sizes. It doesn't fit right. Imagine if I would have been like, oh yeah, I have an order of 500 fucking pants and none of the pants fit right. So, yeah, I'm just saying, shit's important, man. Alright. Let's split this in half. The front and the back. I don't know why I can never fucking glide my scissors on paper. Whatever. I don't know if y'all give a fuck about this, but this shit right here, this is like the fucking holy grail of rulers, bro. This is a hip curve ruler, and you know, you do, the function is what it says. It's like when you do a pattern and you have like curves on a hip, it's like, it's a fucking curved ruler, but you can use it for other things, like when I have patterns or when I have designs that have maybe some paneling and it has like some squiggles and shit. Like, let's say I had a pant leg like this, and it had like a black piece on top and the actual pant is red. And let's say the black piece, I wanted it to curve on the side or something. This is how you get those perfect curves. This is how you get like the hip shapes to be right. I fucking love this ruler. So, I'm about to use it soon actually. Oh, my birthday's on fucking, on Friday, Cinco de Mayo. And I don't really know how I feel about that. I'm about to fucking turn 20 fucking 8. Like, you know, living in our era of like social media, I mean, I'm sure before that, I'm sure people already had like the pressures of turning 30 because of, you know, the culture around it, but also like, you know, just how society presents it in movies and TV shows, how people talk about like, you know, if you're close to 30 you're old, blah blah blah, right? But it's just so, it's hard, bro. Like, people say like, oh, you know, like, don't get on social media and compare yourself to other people, because literally how I just said earlier, everything is meant to look polished and perfect. You never know what the fuck people's lives are. You know what I mean? These people that are like 19 and shit, and they get on fucking social media and they have like all these fucking cars and shit, and you don't know if that shit's rented. You don't know shit about anything, right? But just for me, where I thought I would be in my life at 28, I was about to say like, this isn't where I thought I would be. This is where I want to be, yes. But at the same time, in that same sentence, in that same thought, I realized, one, had I been here any earlier, I would not have been ready. All this shit that I'm doing now, if I would have tried to do this shit even just 3 years ago, okay, maybe 3 years ago, but if I would have tried to do this shit, you know, 5 years ago, I would not have been ready. You know what I mean? And it's just weird just trying to take that pressure off yourself of feeling like, damn, I'm about to be 30. I don't have this. I don't have that. But then I have to look around and think about what I do have. I have a loft. I have a good ass fucking view. I live in LA. This shit's expensive. Following my fucking dreams still. All the shit that I've been through, like my mom having her brain aneurysm and her being comatose, being in a coma, being on life support, all the things, you know, having to, you know, the pandemic, quit my job to follow my dreams, like, you know, getting evicted from my house when my mom went into the hospital, all the things that I've ever gone through, right? And I'm still chasing this. This is like the one constant, the one consistent thing that I can grab onto, and I'm proud of myself for that. You know, it's just hard. You still have to fight that voice. At least I do. I have to fight that voice in the back of my head that says, damn, bitch, you have to be fucking 30. Why don't you have an empire? That's like, if I had to put that shit in just one sentence, one question, that's the fucking thought that's in my head. Why don't you have an empire? Why aren't you making fucking at least 20 grand a month, or blah 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 blah. You're too talented to not be selling. You're too talented to just be sitting on the things, because I get so caught up in my like my anxiety of like, damn, I have to have it be perfect before I do it. And that's that mindset of, damn, this has to be perfect before I do it. I have to have a plan for my social media before I post. And then I get caught up in that cycle of things having to be perfect before I do it, that I never get to the doing, because I get so stuck in that planning process. And then it's like, it kind of turns on me. The planning turns into like a hole that just sucks me in, right? And it starts to make me feel depressed, because I'm like, damn, I couldn't even tell you what the thoughts are now, right? Just like, if I were to give an example of how that uppity planning turns into a deep sunken depression, right? Let's say it starts off like, okay, you know, I want to be consistent, and this is something this is actually one of my goals for the year. I want to be consistent, and I want to post on my social media, at least 2 platforms, right? Twice a day. Let's say I choose YouTube and Instagram, because that's probably what I will be using. And then I say, okay, I want to post my garments. But then I say to myself, damn, but I don't have any garments right now that I'm proud enough for me to post. I have maybe like 3-4 garments on this rack. And I say that because this rack is not a reflection of who I am now as a designer. I feel like I've outgrown all this stuff, and I don't want to post it because I don't want people to see my brand as what it used to be. I want them to see it as what it is now. And then that starts to roll, right? Damn, now I don't have any garments to post. How am I gonna post? If I have to make 6 garments, also I'm a disabled vet, right? So I have a lot of issues with my body. I have chronic pain and all the things. So a lot of times I can't sew, and I'm just having a really good day today, and that's why I'm doing this. So it's like, oh my gosh, for me to stick to this plan, I have to feel like, it's like I have to make garments. What happens if I can't make garments and I can't, because, physically I can't, or if I don't have the money to, then who am I going to put it on? Sometimes I feel like I'm not photogenic enough, or, I'm not like model-esque enough to be the person who models my garments. And so boom, another spiral. Who am I going to get my garments on? Who's going to wear my garments for these things? Then I have to pay these models. If I don't even have money for the garments, how am I going to pay for the models? How am I going to pay for the venue? How am I going to pay for the photographer? And it just kind of rolls that way. And then next thing you know, I'm in like this sunken, depressive state, and it's like I feel paralyzed, like I can't do shit. And that's been my life for the past like 4 fucking years. And that's why I feel like what I said to my girlfriend, oh, we're 6 months into the year and I have nothing to show for it. And I feel like I'm 4 years into this mindset and I have nothing to show for it because I get so stuck. And then it makes me paralyzed, and next thing you know, 6 months later has passed, a year has passed, 2 years has passed, 4 years has passed. And I'm looking around, I'm like, damn, bitch, you about to be fucking 28. You can't afford to be stuck. And then that's just the cycle. And every day I struggle and I battle to. I'm getting emotional. What the fuck? Hold on. Every day I battle with just being kind to myself and oh my gosh, it's like a fucking therapy session. Just being kind to myself, reminding myself of the things that I have done. And my girlfriend, she kind of helps me with that, which I don't want that to be on her. Like sometimes I'll look to her and I'll be sad at the end of the day, and I'll be like, damn, I feel like I didn't do shit today. I wanted to do this and that, and I didn't, you know, maybe I had 5 things on my list and I only did 2 or 3. And then she'd be like, babe, think about all that you did today. You hung out with your babies, you took them to the dog park, you made a pattern, you cleaned your house, you did your laundry, you did some designing. Yeah, you may not have made 5 jackets or whatever, but look at all the stuff that you have done. And sometimes it's not until she says that to me that I'm like, oh shit, I did do all that. And I think another thing is that I have unrealistic expectations or unrealistic goals for myself. Why the fuck do I think I'm about to sit here and make 4 fucking jackets in a day? I'm not a fucking manufacturer. I'm not even a professional seamstress. I'm fucking self-taught. I can sew pretty fast, but I don't sew as fast as these niggas down here in these manufacturing buildings. I can't do that. They can do that because that's what they're trained for, you know? And so I'm learning that when I hear that voice in my head about, damn, I didn't do all these things, I kind of remember how she does it for me and points out all the stuff that I have done, and that kind of makes me feel better. And because of that, I kind of feel like I'm slowly lifting out of that cycle of being stuck and paralyzed because like I'm overthinking my plans and all the things that I want to get done. So that was very long-winded, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm just saying, you know, just remember to be kind to yourself and set realistic goals, and just remember and look back at all the things that you have done and all the things that you have accomplished, and just take life from there. Anyway, okay, I'm done talking now. Bye. I keep saying that. My girlfriend does that. I don't want to take her thing, so I need to stop saying that. Okay. Also, she needs to stop saying that too, because people like to hear her talk. And I be trying to remind her that as much as I can, because she's very interesting. Even when she gets really passionate, especially when she gets really passionate about what she's talking about, and she feels like, oh, am I being annoying or something? I'm like, no, girl. This spark in your eyes is inspiring. I want to hear more. I wanna go there. Take me there. Okay, let's see. Is this one? Close your eyes. I'm struggling for some reason. Why? There it is. Boom. Actually, let me bring this up a little bit. Yeah. This one. You know what? I wonder if I could just use this piece and this piece, because technically this is the great. Oh, it is the same. That's great. Hold on. The same? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's fucking great. This is 32. This is 28. Right? So basically I'm just using the old template to match the lines for the smaller size, so I don't have to redo all the lines. I'm just trying to see if that's gonna work or not. But I also don't want to mess it up by just assuming that it's gonna be the same. So I'm just gonna do it this way. But also, if I were to be doing it on the computer, I'd be doing it based off of this. It'd just be different sizes. So I think I am. Because if this fits, why am I just assuming that it's going to be wrong? So I will use this as a template. Actually, yeah, that's great. Back. Okay, so this is the back of size 28. Yes. And then I want to fix this right quick and bring it to 5 inches down. 5 inches. Go across here. Right down. And then where's my tape? Anyway, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Is that bad? Is it boring if I just stand here and talk about nothing? Am I tripping? Oh, I just did this the wrong way. I'm supposed to spread it center this side. Oh shit! Someone's. Oh shit! Come on. Someone's watching me. What's up? Who this is? How do I see that comment that was just up here? I don't know how to use this. Hold on now. Damn, I don't know what to do. Oh. Hey, so cool to see your process in action. I can totally relate to everything you're saying about perfectionism. No problem. Okay, thank you. Oh shit, how long have you been on here? Oh, I don't even know if you're actively watching enough for you to answer my question. Well, I guess I'll see it later if you do. Okay, anyway, let me go back. Oh, actually, I need the template, the other template. Okay. So, slash it from, okay, yes, I almost did this backwards. Okay. So, this is the same. Ah! I'm a fucking genius, bro. Look at this. This is, oh, wow. You see what I mean? Just years of experience has taught me all the things, and I'm grateful. Let me start cutting this out. That did not make it to the trash can. I need to adjust this. People will be doing when they discover this video and they decide to watch it. Like, is it something that you would want to actively watch? Is it something that you put on and, like, you know, watch while you're doing something else? I'm curious. What was I doing? Okay, so this one needs to come up an inch. Okay, so come up an inch. So I recently learned something called a slash and spread method, and I'm gonna explain it in a second. Hold on. Explain it in a second. Okay, so basically, what I was saying before is that my very first time using one of these patterns, it didn't fit right because the pants, the waistband in the back was too low. And so basically what happens is you take the top part of the pattern. I wish I could draw on here. Basically, you take the top part of the pattern. Is this gonna make sense? But I'm gonna try. Top part of the pattern, right? So let's say that this is the pants. This is the crotch, right? And oh my gosh, I don't know how to explain this, you guys. This is the crotch. This is the waistband. It's too low. So I basically have to cut this and slash it and like bring it up and tape it back. I don't know how that. I'm gonna just show you. Let me show you. I'm gonna just bring it up to the camera. Because that didn't make a damn lick of sense. Okay. Also, it doesn't help that there's someone in the back. Maybe I have a book or something. Here. Let me put this book behind me. Okay. I'm trying to show you. Actually, let me put the lines back here. Hold on. I'll show you what I just did. It's already done. Okay. So this is the pattern, right? Boom. So this is the side of the pants, and this is the crotch. And because this part was too low when I would make it, basically I have to cut it here and then bring this, like, make this longer by 1 inch so that when I wear it, it's higher by 1 inch. And that basically fixed my problem. And I would not have known that 3 years ago. I would have fucking sent those pants that I wanted to make to production, and it would have lost me a bunch of money because I wouldn't have known. So, anyway, that's all I wanted to share. I just want to compare it to this one. Yep. Perfect. It's perfect. And the good thing is I do not have to do the same thing to the front. For the front, all I have to do is cut it out. So that's great. Damn, I'm struggling. Hold on. How the fuck? How did I know? Okay, I'm struggling because the pattern that I used has a cutout for the pocket, and I can't remember how to complete the pattern so that I can make the waist for the front. And I'm trying to compare it to the the first one that I did, but it's not matching. Okay, never mind. Second guessing myself. Second guessing myself. It was right. Okay. Yeah. I really want to fucking hurry up and do this so I can show y'all my actual design process. But it's the fucking prep work that takes forever. But also, even though the prep work takes forever, I don't mind it because that's how I know that I get a good quality, correct fitting garment. So I don't mind. I don't actually mind. Because that means I don't have to go back and make a bunch of changes and make a bunch of samples. I know that my sample's gonna be right the first time. Okay, this is scrap. Check this. Yes. Check this. $17 inches. Let's see, 17, right? Yep, 17. Okay, and then this is how many? 4. Okay. Very tiny. I don't like that. But it's a different size, so I'm not gonna question it. Where's the 17? 19. Shit, just 17. Okay. show you how I do my design process. So I'm gonna use an old, so like I said, what I'm making today, right, is the size, a different size of what I've already made. So I'm gonna show you the pattern of the one that I've already made, right? It's the same thing. Let me go get the piece, hold on. Let me go get it. Okay. And I should probably use my phone to show you the design real quick. Okay. So let me show you something. So this is like just a digital, wow, can't talk. Digital sketch of my design, right? And so here's a couple things. Now, there are a couple ways you can design something and bring it to life, right? You can design it on the computer, sketch it, and then you can make the pattern by hand. You can use a pattern software like Gerber and just do exactly what I just did and just do it on the computer. Or you can use a software like Clo, which I do use, but I haven't used it for making actual garments yet. I'm still learning the software. So I know how to design, I just don't know how to like just turn it into a pattern, like I said, right? So you can use Clo, which is a 3D design software, and basically it has two windows on the screen. The first window is it's like a 2D window and a 3D window. The first window is like your 3D, and the second one's your patterning. So as you're making the pattern, you're seeing all the pieces come up on your screen. You digitally sew it onto an avatar, and then boom, you have your garment. And essentially what you're supposed to be able to do is just print that pattern, and now you have all these pieces and you have the 3D design. For whatever reason, I like doing it this way. It just makes me feel better somehow. Probably because I haven't learned Clo. Anyway, so what I do is first I take the plain pattern, right, and I trace on there. So ignore this piece in the back, right? It's just layering, and the sun is making it show. But if you see this orange line, this is my actual design, right? And it goes all the way down to the bottom, whatever. Then, and that's on the actual piece. I don't cut it out on that. And the reason why I don't cut it out on here is because, thank you. The reason I don't cut it out on here is because this actual leg, I still need. It's still a pattern piece, because this is going to be fabric as well. So after I put it on here, I put another piece of paper on top of this, and I trace that orange line, and then I cut that. And so that's how I got this, right? And then I added 1/2 inch because it's my seam allowance. So basically what's going to happen is I'll have this fabric, and then I'll have this fabric, which is 2 different colors, and I'll sew this one on top of here, and it'll give me this, right? Which gives me this. This is the same as that orange piece, and I'm going to show you the garment again. This is the final version of it. And so you can do it for anything. Like if I were to show you, let me show you. This is what I did a couple days ago. If I even have a picture of it. Okay, so this is the same thing. This is a pant, actually. Yeah, this is a pant that I designed a couple of days ago. I didn't actually make it in this color scheme, but the process is the same. You make your the foundation of your pattern, which is the legs, the front and the back. You design your shape, and you put another piece of paper on it, trace over what you just designed, and then cut it out on the traced paper. And then now you have all the panels that go on top or that go into the seam. If I wanted this, and the reason why I didn't cut it out, like, the reason why I didn't cut it out is because I want this to get sewn on top of this, right? And the reason why I do that is because I like my garments to have some weight to it. And so it's just extra fabric, which is not really cost efficient as far as like, oh, if I want to sell 1,000 pieces or something. But I want my garments to be quality, right? So if I have to pay a little more and charge a little more, fine, whatever. But if I wanted to sew this fabric onto this, then I would cut it here and then add, you know, tape some more paper so I can add 1/2 inch to both pieces for the seam allowance. So that's the reason why you would or wouldn't cut the design off of the initial fabric. Initial pattern. But what I'm saying is, so this is the initial design for this one, and then this is the outcome, which it's not done, but actually, no, I have a, well, I'm gonna show you, because obviously you can't see it all, but I'm gonna show you a picture of it. I just posted it on my Instagram, of the final, where is it? So basically, this is the final garment. Okay, let me go back to the sketch, hold on, so you can see it back to back. Okay, boom, this is the sketch, right? And this is the garment. It's kind of blurry because it's not focusing, but you can pretty much see it. Oh, my nails are dirty. Touching all this ink and lead, that's gross. I'm sorry. Anyway, so these are the pants. This is the front, and then the back, and then this is the back. So it looks just like what I designed, and I just I use Adobe when I want to, thank you. I use Adobe when I want to do sketches. I can't hand sketch to save my life, and then I just do what I'm doing now, or if I don't want to design in Adobe, I just design in Clo. So, and my goal is to stop using Adobe and just go straight to Clo. But for me to do that, I have to have digital blocks, which is basically, this is a block. This is the initial pattern, because it has to be true to size on Clo, and I don't have any blocks like that. So I have to make the blocks that are true to size so that I can print it out at the end of the day. So, I'm basically, what I'm doing today, the first pants that I showed you, I'm just doing it in another size, and then I'm gonna cut it out and sew it. But also, I realized being on live is kind of slowing me down, so I'm gonna cut this short, and I'll probably just upload a short of the actual pants on me so you guys can see what it looks like, and then that'll be it. But yeah, this one person that's been on here the whole time, and it's kind of blowing my mind. Thank you. Wow. And you keep like answering and commenting and chatting with me. Thank you. I just kind of hope that, I don't know, one day I can grow my channel and just keep doing things like this. I don't want to like be like, oh, I'll do it once a week, because then what if I don't? I don't like putting that out there if I'm not going to stick to it. Thanks for watching. Yeah. But yeah, so that's basically it for today. And I'll probably do another one of these, in a couple days, maybe. I'm not gonna say that's guaranteed, because there are 6 pants that I want to sew this week. But like I said, I'm trying to learn how to manage my my realistic goals. So we'll see. I know for a fact I'll do at least one other design, but it won't be like this, because I already have the basic block. I won't have to redo the basic block. But for that one, I'll show you, I'll go straight into the design process, and I'll show you how I do it that way. But, okay. Thank you. Bye. Oh, follow me on Instagram, Lorraine the Artist. Toodles.